It's your girl, Samantha Lee, and I'm here with the 3 things you should never, I mean never, ignore in these dating streets. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what they've advised you. I don't care what society says. Do not ignore these 3 things. But before I get into that, there's some things I want to put on your radar really, really quick. Number 1, if you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Be a part of our fast-growing Game Changer Nation. Y'all, we have been growing and we've been growing and we've been building and we've been building. And we're putting out content almost daily. And I don't want you to miss anything that we put out here. Number 2 is that we have, I have a new podcast called the More Than Just Pretty podcast. I'm very, very proud of it. Started in May. It's doing great. And it's more of like my ministry side. It's only audio, so you're not seeing me talk, but you are hearing me talk. And I think it's very, it's probably one of the most transparent things I've ever done. And I would encourage you guys to go ahead and listen to it. It's on Apple. I think it's on Amazon, iHeartRadio, Spotify, to name a few of the platforms that it is streaming on now. We are on, I think, about 17 episodes. So very, very excited about that. Would love for you guys to tune into that. Number 3 is that I have a free ebook that if you click this link below will be available to you. It's called Finding Your Perfect Match, Avoiding the Wrong Women. I tell you what to look for and what to look out for. Very important. It's a question I get all the time, and I answer it and I break it down and I literally list the qualities. Okay. So go ahead and in clicking that link, you'll be a part of our email list where you'll be updated on all things Love Samantha Lee. All right. All right. That was painless, right? Let's get into it, family. 3 things you should never ignore. The number 1 thing that I think people make a mistake in doing this, I think it's the biggest mistake to make, is ignoring your attraction. Family, I think God created your attraction. I think he created your attraction. We created our type, but he created our attraction. And what I mean by that is I think that God is not going to have someone for you or someone that you're connected to or supposed to be connected to and that you're not attracted to them. I just don't believe that. I think God is going to, even if they may not be the most, your type, even if they're not the most attractive person to the world, they will be very attractive to you. I think God works within our attraction. The story I bring up in the Bible is Samson, right? Samson had this weird attraction, especially at that time, a weird attraction to Philistine women. But if you read the story of Samson, in the Bible, it literally says that God created that attraction to Philistine women because he was born to be a thorn in the side of the Philistines. And so he couldn't help but be a nuisance to them because he liked they women. So he was always trying to get at they women, and he did a lot of damage because of that. And in the end, it ended up because his desires were unchecked and he didn't utilize a whole lot of wisdom. And he got caught up a different way. But God created his attraction. There was purpose attached to his attraction. So I feel the same way now. I feel that even stronger now that I've gotten older and I've seen some things and I've experienced some things for myself. Attraction is extremely important, family. You can find somebody that you think is a beautiful person, but you're not attracted to them. There's nothing that your body gets excited about when you see them. And then there's people that you'll see and you're like, oh, my body's very excited about this person. Now, the other 2 qualities that I'm going to name or list in this video is very important to take into account as well. But your body response to this person is like, I'm attracted to him. So, yeah. All in all, it doesn't have to be your type. And women, we're a little bit more flexible. He don't have to be the finest guy in the world, but there might be other qualities that make your body excited about him. We have to pay attention to that, y'all. I'm sorry. I know people might be like, Sam, that, believe he's a good dude and she's a good girl and I hear all that, but I think that when I've seen people do that, the relationship falls apart one way or another. There's a lot less tolerance you will have for somebody you're not attracted to. I'm just being honest. Think about it. Just think about it with me, y'all, right here. Just humor me for a second. Think with me. Think about somebody you think is fine. Somebody you think is attractive. You meeting them They come in, whatever, and they don't even have to be like super nice, but they could be nice and they could be easygoing and they could be this, that, and the third. You're going to value them or evaluate them so much higher because you're attracted to them. So you're like, wow, she was so cool. Like you're it might be you meet another female, right? That you see and she's okay, she's not may not be to you the most attractive, and she has the same conversation, be like, oh, she was cool. But the woman that you find like super attractive, like, oh my goodness, she is amazing. Like it's gonna do something to you to have that kind of easygoing conversation. Just having that with somebody you're attracted to. There's a lot of things you'll probably do a little bit more. You'll compromise a little bit more. Women will give a little bit more, will tolerate a little bit more if we're attracted to somebody. I'm saying your body is attracted to them. It does something. I call it, you make your body work, and people laugh at that, but I really mean when they excite your body. Okay. I'm not saying to primarily lead with that. Okay. Because there's other things we have to take into account, and we're going to get into that in this video. But I don't think we should just ignore our attraction. I think God gave you that. I think if God is sending you somebody, you are going to be inexplicably, I hope I said that right, attracted to them. Number two is respect. Respect. We talk a lot about this with women, and we say women need respect to love, and I agree. I don't think a woman can love a man well that she does not respect. I don't think she can fall in love with a man she don't respect. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think that there's we try to make things work and make it whatever. There's women are notorious, I've said this in other videos, to settle. So they will make a relationship work with a man that they don't respect. But I think respect is very important for a woman to feel about a man. But what we don't talk about is the respect a man feels for a woman. Okay, so men need to respect you, to take you to really see you as somebody. Men, and you might not even realize this, but I think that overall, the experience that you'll have with a woman is better when you find a woman you respect. I think a lot of men just like, oh, they look good. And you have a lot of toxic rhetoric out here. It actually is disheartening, because I saw something today and I'm like, oh my gosh, but a lot of men are putting, rhetoric out here about, women. And I think it's very, very important for a man, in my opinion, to find a woman that he's not only attracted to, but a woman that he respects, especially if he wants something deeper. And I think that a lot of guys put out the front, like, I don't want nothing. I don't want no girl. Forget that. I want to be alone, solo. I don't need no, whatever. I got my boys and the girls come in and out. We could do all that all day long. You can do that. You can do that if you want to. But the reality of it all is that we were created for connection. We just were. And you can fight it. You can run from it. You can do whatever you want. It's going to find you. And in that, I think that that's where it's very, very important to just kind of get real with yourself, kind of get real with, I do want something deeper. I do. And when I decide to move on that desire, because that's really where we're at. It's like, I know I have this desire, but I'm not ready to move on that because what it requires for me to get there, right? That's what a lot of men face. A lot of men are like, the responsibility, the toll that it takes for me to be in a relationship, I'm not ready to take that on. Fair, very fair. I have no problem with that. I think that what the problem comes in really is, I think men will then, when they are ready, they end up choosing a woman that they're not really that attracted to, but they respect, or vice versa, right? Or a woman that they really are attracted to, but they don't respect. I hope I said that right. But a lot of men will end up settling down with the woman they respect, right? Because they're like, she has good quality, she'll be a good mother, all those things that, are almost biological. Not almost, they are biological. But I think that when we're talking about respect, it's very, very important that no matter who you decide to engage with at any point, okay, our spirit being is real. I believe that. And I think that if you're laying down, if you're engaging on any level with any woman in order to choose the right one at the right time, and you are choosing from a place of clarity and not your emotions, not loneliness, not any of those other desires that sometimes can speak louder than they should, deal with women you respect. Like, you respect who they are. You respect their voice, you respect their perspective, you can speak, you're in a weak moment, you can trust what they're telling you. It's not just like, oh, here she goes, she gonna give me some advice, and she can't find her way out of a whatever, I can't think of the whatever I was gonna say, but you know what I mean. You want a woman you respect. I mean, ultimately, that's I saw a quote just from different people on the internet, talking about their wives and how their wives have like been able, because of what they've been able to do to alleviate the stress of the household, they've been able to really take, their wife has been able to take that on so that they can focus on their career, so that they can focus on their creativity and their craft. And so they're now billionaires because he found or chose a wife that he respects. He respects her mind. He respects the fact that she can hold down the fort while he out here getting it. And I think a lot of men don't think about that. They think about, oh, I'm attracted to her, or, oh, I respect her. They don't evaluate both at the same time. Number 3, okay, because I don't want to belabor that point. I can go on for that forever. Number three is communication, y'all. Do you like spending time with the person that you're dealing with? Okay, I think a lot of people don't think about that. They think about the resume. Oh, this person does this, it does that. Men think about women on resumes as well. She got this going on, she got that going on, she's this, she's that, she's this. But we don't think enough about like what's the vibe? Is the vibe vibing when we're together? Like, do I feel safe communicating with this person? Do I like spending time with this person? Do I like this person? Can I go, like, can I hang out on a Sunday afternoon and we just chilling at the house one day, or like on a Saturday night, can I go out with this person? I still have just as much fun. Like, you want somebody that you can have fun with, y'all. Like, that you can communicate with, you can be yourself with. And sometimes we ignore like that little prompting. Sometimes I used to do this a lot, where I would like, there would be a feeling I would get, especially as I got closer to God, there would be a feeling that I would get when I would speak to people and I didn't feel safe. And I would ignore it. I would be like, is that me? Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. But there was something about like not feeling safe that like would come up. And I've learned over time, that was my spirit. That was telling me like, oh, don't say that. Or like there was a feeling of an easiness on the phone, or I felt uncomfortable on the phone. Like, I just knew that I just had this feeling. Pay attention to that feeling, y'all. That's your spirit letting you know something. And sometimes we can pass off like, I'm nervous. And sometimes it is nervousness. Sometimes you get on the phone with somebody, you're anxious to like, get to know them, like them, whatever that is. But like after all that, over the beginning nerves, if you're still feeling a sense of like, okay, this is not fun, I feel like I'm kind of like trying to make the conversation go on, I don't feel like we're really vibing, like, this is I'm trying to find reasons to get off the phone. I'm trying to find like, if y'all are not in a romantic moment, an intimate moment, or outside of an intimate moment, y'all don't have fun together, or if y'all are not intoxicated, if y'all are sober, just chilling, it's not fun. You're not having a good time. That is something you have to pay attention to, y'all. If you looking for somebody to be in a relationship with, you have to find somebody that you vibe with, that you have a connection with, that you can talk to and laugh with, and it doesn't feel like you're counting the time. Every minute feels like a year with them. Like, that is not something that you push past and you learn to like them, you gotta like who you're with. And I think a lot of people don't like who they with, or there's more that they don't like about who they're with than they do. So I think it's very important to pay attention to that. Do you like them? Do you like spending time with them? Do you like being in different moments? Now, you're not going to like every single moment with your person. Everybody needs space. Some people need more space than others, and that's fine. But do you like them? Do you like spending time with them? Do you enjoy them? I think that that's very important. I think that that's often neglected, if I'm being honest, because people are like, oh, I can go out and I can have fun. It can be turn up, and we're having a good time and da da da. It's like, no, this person's more of an escape for you. It's not like an everyday thing. Like you enjoy the escapism that person brings, not them. And if you learned how to escape on your own without them, without needing a relationship, without needing a partner, they wouldn't be attractive to you anymore. Okay, so sometimes we just got to be real with ourselves. Like, if you're just hanging out with somebody and it's because they scratch an itch that you can't scratch on your own, but that's why you like them, is because they scratch this itch for you. It's like, okay, but outside of that, if that person wasn't scratching that itch, would you hang out with them? Would you want to be around them? Would you want to spend time with them? Would you, want to spend, go on a vacation with them somewhere for 4 or 5 days and no intimacy or no of this, and you could just hang out with them and you would enjoy them? Those are things you have to pay attention to, y'all. Like that, I think, again, I don't want to belabor the point, and I can, but pay attention to these things. These are the 3 things you should never, and I mean never, ignore. All right, family, I'm done for today. I will see you guys Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live conversation on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, I'll be streaming live. I can't wait to see you guys there. I love y'all, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family. Okay, join my family today.